Well, this is my first review of an album. If you've seen my Let's Play videos over on my other channel, DrewCox010101, and you've come here, I hope you like reviews, and I hope you like noisy music, because that's what I do. But, 'tis not limited to noisy music. 'Tis limited to my particular tastes. No, I'm joking. It's limited to anything that sparks my interest at the moment, which could be, fucking harsh noise, which could be atmospheric black metal, which could be fucking bubblegum pop if I were so inclined. But with that aside, let me begin with my first review. In fact, I will just rise my chair so that I'm in the camera more. So, this album is The Haunted House by Pyha. Now, Pyha, I found out about Pyha through a friend called Allan Hamilton. I'll put his YouTube page down at the bottom. He doesn't make many videos anymore, but still. Pyha, The Haunted House. Now this is Pyha is a one-man atmospheric depressive black metal, I suppose you could say, from South Korea. Now there's a lot of controversy surrounding this artist. Well, controversy I suppose. Down to the fact that, for one, he is quite reclusive and no one really knows what he looks like, I think. And two, people debate non-stop about this in the circles of people that actually do know about him, about the fact that his first album, well, not the Haunted House, but most of the tracks in his first album are on the Haunted House. So the Haunted House would be, I consider, his first proper album. He was said to have recorded all this when he was, I think it was 14, and people are thinking, well, he can't have been 14, that's a whole load of shit, but some people are like, yeah, he was 14, well done to him. So it's like, but I'm not here to discuss this. I'm here to talk about the fucking music. It's also a message to all the other people who feel the need to complain and talk about the age of this guy. So what if he was 14? It's still an amazing album, and, hats off to him. So, Pyha and has his own style of depressive ambient black metal. I keep changing the genre every second, it's annoying. Or the genre or the label, I don't know. The genre, the core, would be black metal, and you can add on to that whatever you like. Be it depressive, be it ambient, be it atmospheric. But I'm getting off track because I talk too much. But this album, when I first listened to it through my friend Allan's house, I was completely, intrigued by the first. I just clicked on the first track and I was completely intrigued. I'd never heard this sound before. It's just, some people would put it down. It's heavily distorted. So distorted. It's mostly distorted. Just that's as much you can say about it. But some people would put that down to, oh, he didn't know what he was doing then, he didn't have as good, and he didn't have as good production quality, I don't know, he couldn't master it. But still, I don't think that this distortion was accidental. I think this distortion, it carries a weight of its own that really, it's hard to describe it, it really adds to the whole depressive, chaotic atmosphere. Because some people completely dismiss it if it's not the most pristine quality, but I mean, I'm heavily skeptical about things with clean quality, because it's almost as if it doesn't have an identity. Things that are grimy have their own identity. You think, yeah, you know this by his sound, but distortion, it's just heavy, it's just pounding, it's so strong. And obviously, since I don't speak South Korean and things, the lyrics are lost on me, but so distorted. Even if I did speak Korean, or even if it was in English, I'd think it would be very difficult to hear. But from the reviews I've read, and from what I've read in general, his lyrics are anti-war, anti-military, and just about depression and sorrow in general, which really comes across in the album. This album, when I listened to it in full, I just thought, oh my god, this is amazing. It actually re-sparked my interest in black metal, and got me into the whole depressive, suicidal black metal atmospheric shit. My god, I just keep adding more hyphens to this thing, but still, it's just really, really good album. The drums in it play, or a drum machine rather, I should say. I'm not sure if he's done this on a, seeing this was released in about 2000 something. It was released quite a few years ago, and I'm not sure if this was drum programmed on a keyboard, because there is a lot of keyboard in it. There's a lot of ambient interludes in between the heavily distorted, crunchy, chaotic, heavy atmosphere going on with the whole. It is the crux of the album. But there are, as in a lot of black metal albums, atmospheric ambient interludes, and these are very good as well. And I have to say, if it turns out to be true that the Pyha was 14 at the time, it could certainly scream, he could certainly howl. He just, like most people just scream because it's the thing, you do it in a black metal album, but no, he really puts across his anger and his pain. It's what practically makes the album next to the distortion. But it just all comes together beautifully. You've got the slow, steady beat of the drum machine. You've got the grinding guitars, just the drone, the distorted drone, and the back, the distorted angry lyrics, just screaming hatred at whatever, just spewing this. Well, sort of getting into the whole descriptive thingy, but I don't want to over describe things, because anyone who watches this, and anyone in general who's interested, needs to listen to this album. In fact, everyone needs to listen to this album. It's just so good. And I just think this in the whole genre, of whatever genre it is, however many hyphens it contains, it is one of the best. And it's going to be hard to surpass it. I'm going to be getting Pyha's 2011 album called Backfire Plays, and I'm not sure if that's just a loose translation of the Korean title into English, but I'll be reviewing that once I've listened to the whole album a few times and gone over it in my head, what I think about it. But hope you enjoyed my first review, and I'll be back for more. Bye.